Hey guys, this is Vengeful Shadows here. We're going to be making a few videos, mainly about market watches and prices of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the thing we're really keen about here, is the market in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, as you know, if you play the game, the market fluctuates really hard, and it's always best to be on top of that, especially if you're a budget player, not trying to spend a bunch of money to be able to enter tournaments. So if you do happen to like the content here today, I do have a Twitter. We got Vengeful Shadows, and that's a 0WZ at the end. It's a very long name. It's an Xbox name, but we ran with it. So if you do like it, we got a Twitter as well as a Twitch, and that's about what we're going to cover for that, okay? Because we're here to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, we're going to start off with a few things here. For all of these cards, and again, this is not, like, financial advice, as they say. Alright? You don't buy these, don't trade them, you'll lose money. You lose money playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Keep playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Though, we need a lot of players, okay? Get your friends in it. But, I'm just gonna tell you cards I have picked up, okay? And what I've picked them up for, and what they're going for now, and how to basically use information like that to make profit or money in the future by being able to buy now. Because once again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Fluctuates a lot, and even if you miss out on something early on, it just keeps happening. The market always goes up and down, so don't feel bad for missing out on something, because it always comes back around for real. But let's get started. So this is something that was thrown together a few months ago. Honestly, probably for some of it, closer to a year ago at this point, because Drolls back when I picked up old once again I'll get into all that. So we picked up Ulti Drolls back when they were high 40s into their 50s, and some of this was pre-COVID. So once again, trading was available, and obviously post-COVID we've seen prices just shoot up, because a lot of that being people cannot go out and trade. Obviously shops have been opening up, markets for certain cards have stabilized, but for others they're not going to anytime soon. So again, Droll and Lockbird, when we were talking about this last, this was a $40 to $50 ulti. Ultras were 20s, and supers were about 15s at the time. As we know, it got entered, the format came in, they got hot in the format, and right now they're $170, okay? So to be able to pick one of these up for $50, everyone wishes they would. I got 6 of them, okay? And it's just that at the time you could tell that the price of it was bad. There are cards in this game that, because the players don't play, they're cheap. And the cards I'm going to show you here, I'm not saying they're good. I'm not saying they're going to win you a tournament at your locals this week, okay? I'm saying their values have anomalies based off of other cards that they're lower than they are going to be in the future. And these 3 right here are going to be examples, okay? Because once again, Drill and Lock is $170. I'm not telling you to go get this, okay? This card is insane. It's going to go up a little bit more again. It's going to go probably slightly down and then go back up. I mean, we're going to see this thing go up again, a jump, okay? Because once it goes back into the format, people are setting it now, they'll stop setting it, it'll go down. But the thing about these ultis is they always have a go down, and then they'll fucking pop and double in price. They'll go down $20 and then double, okay? So let's exit that out. The one was MST. I kind of didn't buy them when they were super cheap, because they were $30, okay? And then they shot up to 50, 60, and then they started dropping back down. And I told myself, man, if they hit in that 30 range again, or close to what I'd buy, they'd dropped on TCG, and I think it was $38 or something. So I picked up 3. And once again, as we know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Takes a second for these cards to start popping. So some of these I've had for a year or 2, okay? And now we see Ulti MSTs at 164. So again, for $30, that's pretty sweet. And I'm not saying this is necessarily to get rid of. Half these cards I still have. The MSTs I got 6 Trolls. I'm waiting for them to pop again, and then I'm gonna get rid of them. But yeah, so once again, MSTs, that's crazy. I don't, like, they could go up. I'm just using this as an example, as something that has, okay? So I'm not telling you, once again, like, literally, I'm not, like, don't go out and get ulti MSTs, okay? Once again, don't go out and get ulti strikes. This is an example, because this card used to be 60 bucks. I didn't pick it up for 60 bucks. I'm going to be honest with you. I messed up. I wasn't like 100% in the game, like buying stuff. Like, this is before I even got the MSTs. This thing was like 60, 70 when it came out. Like, so I didn't get any. I didn't have access to it. That was cool. By the time I came in, they were like $120. And I was like, dang. But at the same time, like, considering the prices of some of these cards for a strike, I mean, it's Solemn Strike. We know what it is, guys. It's a Solemn card. It's the best Solemn card. Like, you can debate Judgment, but there's a reason this thing is, $300 and Judgment's not. But card, by the way, Judgment's another one. I'm not going to get into that right now, but this is just an example. Do not go out and spend $300 on strikes unless you really want to bling out your deck. I'm not, like, you're not going to value off that, but, like, it's just an example. Like I said, we're going to use these as, like, examples for a bunch of this stuff later on. Okay, like how they explode in value. Now, and these are, like I said, this stuff is, some of it is stuff that has already, like, been going up. Like, this is an example of some of this stuff, so I'm just going to go over it very quickly. And then we're going to have an actual, like, list of things that are going to be going up, that are low, low, low right now, okay? So just to speed through, okay, on this list of things that I had a while back, it was like DMGs, these were like 30s, and there was only one print of them. Spade Duel Dark Magician Girls were like 12 bucks, okay? Dimension Shifter, we remember, they were dollars. Okay, I didn't pick any of these up, so I'm not going to cover that. I'm only going to cover the stuff I physically have, like, bought, okay? I didn't get any of these. They got their reprint. I was, like, thinking, picking some up, but I never got around to it. Ulti Blue Eyes, these are nice, okay? Ulti Dark Magicians are good. We got them all up here on the tabs. Ulti Rings, I got my 3. I want to go back on the receipt on that and see what the hell I paid for those, because, like, it wasn't a lot. Like, I think it was, like, less than $20. It's a few years now, but now these things are insane. And, like, that, like, once again, these are just examples. Nurses, I picked up 3 of these, and Kagamuchas, I've had these. And these are for the secret ones, not the common ones, okay? And then we're going to go Chaotic Magical Dragon. If everyone remembers, this thing was like 10 bucks or less for a minute, okay? Thunder Dragon Colossus ultis, when this card, I think, started dipping right before it got banned. These things were $30. I think 28's after banning, okay? And that's when I picked up some. They went up, I picked up others, and then Castels. Once again, examples of these. Alright, like I said, like, I paid less than 20s for these. I'm not going to quote a first ed. I don't know, I'd have to dig through. But for the rest, I do first eds, okay? As we see, ring first eds right here are like at least $70, okay? Let's go non-first eds. We're gonna see like 30 bucks. So yeah, I mean, there's quite the gap there. But let's go down the line, like I said, real quickly so we can get to the actual juice of this. Alright, Blue Eyes ulti first, okay? They're basically like 50 bucks right now. Like, a little bit ago, they were 30s, and then I think right before that, they're like a little bit, like, they've been like around the 30 mark, and then they went up to 50s for a while. Okay, this card, honestly, for 50 bucks, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't have a playset. It's gone up. I might buy 3. Like, I'm gonna keep it real, because it's the only ulti Blue Eyes, if I'm correct, and granted, it's not my favorite artwork of it, but it's a sick one. And as Yu-Gi-Oh players know, like, Ultimate Rare, it's called that for a reason. Like, yeah, we got Ghost, but, ultis, bro. So, same for Dark Magician. I'm not gonna lie, like, this is kind of insane. Like, I didn't grab any. Like, I told you I keep it to stuff. I'm just gonna be honest with the stuff I bought and did not buy. I haven't but these are nutty numbers right there, okay? Now, shifters, I picked these up and they're like dollars, they're 4s. You guys can debate if that's a good or a bad price for yourself, okay? Like I said, this is stuff I have picked up in the past, so this isn't something I'm running out and grabbing, but I'm just using examples. So I got these for dollars, they're like 4s now, okay? These, bro, back in the day when I picked these up, these were like pennies, dollars, like nothing. Now they're tens, okay? It just shows like how older stuff will just start skyrocketing. Alright. Lost Art, Dark Magician Girl. Obsessed with this card when it came out. Not because whatever, but everyone knows this card trades well, okay? And these were 30s. You went out, spent your money, got this card at random, and then it went online. So they're like 30 and some change. People just wanted to make their money back and get a profit. I bought a playset. I think, like, to be fair, I think I bought them when they hit like 42, like straight up, because like people were getting a little bit markup. So I think I picked them up for 42s a piece. So I got the 3 for that. Now they're 54, and then like the only reason they're even holding that low, as everyone knows, is because there's like a second art of it, which is $30 as you see here. I'll keep it real. Didn't think that was gonna happen, but I am still very confident in this card, like obscenely, because once again, we all know about Dark Magician Girl. Speed Duel, they were 12. They're only 15 right now. I'll be honest, like I haven't valued anything on these yet, but I think they'll keep going up. Nurses, these have been cheap, and this is the only one on TCG right now. I picked up 3. That's a deck I'm gonna do a list on later, but I'm like, it got to change to Dark, like I think it was, what was it? Yeah, Dark Lord. Yeah, Dark Lord Nurse. So the OG ones from GX, I think it was '05. Yeah, GX '05. So that's 16 years ago. Everyone knows old cards, especially game cards, like are normally worth a lot. And Nurse Burn isn't like bad. Okay, like there's a lot of cards in this game right now, like I've been testing this deck, that make it very optimal. So if anyone ever topped with this deck, this print of it would be insane. Like it'd be just unreal, like how expensive it would be. So I'm not gonna tell you how much I think it would be. I don't know, but it sure as hell wouldn't be 1101 with $4.99 shipping. Okay, so once again, these were like 8s, like to 10s. They're $32 right now. I thought they were a little more, but I guess these are Korean. But I guess they're, like at 32 right now, still really good considering it was like $8. So once again, we're just using these as examples. I wouldn't go out and grab a Chaos Ruler right now, especially if right now, Jesus, I'm pretty sure we're due for a reprint here, so that will probably go down. So if you've had these for a bit, especially if you got them at 8, I do recommend, actually, at this point, if you'd want to. I mean, I don't recommend anything, but reprints are rough on secret rares like that when it's the only print. Yeah, I just went out, picked a bunch of Castells for 30s. 37 is, 37 is not much of a gain in that, so we're gonna close that, but that will be coming around, I'm sure, like absolutely. And the last one is the one for the previous ones that have gone up that I kind of want to emphasize on. Okay, and that's Thunder Dragon Colossus. This card right before it got hit, and once again, this is because it was like pre-COVID. It was like $28. It was like $30, and it went down and went up. And I told myself if it ever went down again, I'd pick up a set, and I should have. Because I went down to 30s, I picked up 2, because I was only like testing 2 in the build. Then it got hit to banned. Yeah, that's right, just banned. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's right. Then it went down to like $28. I was like, oh, okay, I'm just kind of sitting on this thing. I kind of wish I would have doubled down like I knew I should have and just bought the 4 more then. Because COVID hit, prices started skyrocketing. This thing went to $60, okay? And after looking at cards like Dark Law, that are at 3, but like $500. But we know Hero has like a lot to do with that, so like he wouldn't, I wouldn't say necessarily hit where the Dark Claw's at, but he ain't no hero. But he's definitely banned. And in my opinion, like, I don't want to say better, but more splashable. Like, we know Dax could just tech Thunder Dragons in there and build. And we know it's unbanned in Japan. So this guy, like, I went from 30 to 60. I doubled down and bought 4 because I fucked up. Alright? And there's still gains to be made. So I definitely doubled down. Crazy price tag, like I said. Like in the others, I emphasize don't grab those. This one, I ain't giving any advice on anything, but cards like that exist, and then cards like that exist. So, fun time there. We're gonna minimize that and bring this one over real quick, okay? Because these are the ones I have been picking up recently, okay? These are the recents. And this is the stuff I want to emphasize. I just wanted to show the first list because, like, you've never seen me in a video, like, unless you were watching Yeti Gaming Live literally 6-7 years ago. I used to stream for Yeti Gaming Live and did local stuff, and we used to do a bunch with, like, deck lists, card trading. We even, like, streamed regionals, okay? Konami, like, official regionals, obviously, but, like, so, been in the game for a minute, and, in this game, credentials kind of matter. So I just try to show that it's like I might not have tops, but I have a good collection. And for a good amount of that collection, especially pre-COVID, I definitely didn't put the value in that I have. Okay, and I would like to at the very least, help someone out that needs to pick up some high-end cards and later on can, because they were able to pick up cards now that will be worth more later, okay? And you can pick up cards now that will be worth more later and then get high-end cards later. And, being able to, as we would call it, paperclip trade your way up into being able to get higher-end stuff and higher-end decks, or higher rarity cards and decks at the very least, the staples that you need. But that's enough of that, okay? So we're going to go into cards that I've literally in the last few weeks have been picking up that I think are good. I'm just going to leave it at that, okay? So Ready Fusion, everyone knows Instant Fusion's at 1 right now. It's crazy good. Ready Fusion came out, and I thought it was going to kind of take the game by storm a little bit more. I think Japan, is it over there? I'm pretty sure, yeah. So they like stuff like this, whenever stuff comes out over in Japan, they'll use this. We're kind of waiting for someone to break it right now. And $25 for a secret rare. I mean, to some that's a lot, but that's really not that bad in Yu-Gi-Oh, especially in the state of the game right now. I mean, there's secrets that are 3-4 times this. So, $25, not the worst. Okay, I definitely picked up a few. I think it will be better. It could potentially drop a few dollars. I mean, if this thing went down to 15s, I'd be like, okay, that's crazy, I'll get more. But I don't think that's going to happen. But I do think someone's going to play this. And then I do think a lot of people are going to play this, so we're going to just go with that. But Ready Fusion, it's a nice spicy card out of the new box. Some people might be sad when they pull it over other things, but yeah, no, I think it's going to be pretty good. So it brings us to the next one, Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. I think mine were $10 or something for the first eds. And once again, let's keep in mind, these are all first eds, okay? Obviously, this is only first ed, but when we're going down the line, I'll emphasize. But yeah, Ghost Reaper first ed near mints. We're at 12.15 right now. The rule of thumb I go with a lot with cards like this that have had reprints is, did the reprint come in the rarity of the card that was based off out of the same pack, like the original pack? And this one is yes. So It's a great card. It makes me worry slightly about later on value because there is an exact reprint out of the mega pack with a secret and has like, I'm pretty sure they got first in mega packs or something like that. So like they tend to not go up as much, but like lately there's been certain cards that have been breaking that barrier, like such as Strike. It's not a lot, but it's more than the other. Hand traps have a good tendency to like see the gains, and then I also think Ghost Reaper in general is a very strong card that has been not utilized correctly in the meta. And because, I mean, just either player's turn, if they control more than you do, you can discard it, reveal a card in your extra deck, then you look at your opponent's extra deck and then banish all cards like of the one that you revealed. Okay, so you can completely ruin a play with a Ghost Reaper, especially in a mirror match. I mean, this is a card that, like, in certain matches, when you pitch it and you hit the one, it's game over. Like, you win. Or you can do something as simple as they drop the Anaconda, pay that 2 bans, and you bye-bye Dragoons, okay? And you don't even get rid of yours, you just get rid of theirs. Banished, by the way, okay? It's a dark tuner zombie. It's insane. I just went, once again, if someone topped with this tomorrow, 12.15 and 71 shipping is nice. Okay. Now this guy. I'm serious. I got the Baja Blast sip in. Okay. Okay. Now let me tell you. I got a few of those. We got a page of those. We got a page of these. Okay. I put my money where my mouth is. Anyways, no material. Yeah, $5. I think that's about what I've been picking. I mean, these are, like I said, these are very recent, so these are about where I've been grabbing them. I'll let you know, okay? So yeah, these are like $5-6 now. No materials, great card. It's once again underutilized would be the word I'd go for, and it's because like some of these cards are very specific. It's a little harder to use them, like Dimension Shifter even. But once used in a certain format, we see that it will completely like change like how people have to play. Like they're nice, they're a good card, and they're reprints. That like once again, this card's already been reprinted, okay, in a different rarity. What that means is when this card goes up, yes, the other rarities will go up, but they don't retain. Like, they don't have a ceiling for this. Like, they don't retain this one from going up, okay? And Konami's been pretty good lately about reprinting secrets as ultras later on, like Trap Trick and all the, like, Ghost Bell, Ash, stuff like that. That's why you see secret Ashes are expensive, guys, okay? Because there are no other secret Ashes. Extravagance, you have 2 secrets. That's why I didn't go out, and that's why I said I'll only tell you the ones I got. I didn't get them because they reprinted them in like, it was like a secret-esque form. It wasn't exact, but it was similar. And that's what I mean. Like, for those, I stay very weary of those, you know. Like, I didn't go out and grab a bunch of secret strikes. I probably would get value out of it, but it's been reprinted exactly the same, and those are hard. So, like, that's why it took me a second to get Ghost Reaper. I wish I would have got Haunted Bells, like something told me to, and I didn't, and that's why you go with your gut, because I'd be happy right now, okay? But I don't play, like I said, I don't, like, play the game that much, okay? Like, I do this. This is what I do. So, stop for a minute. A few things slip through. Like I said, if things slip through ever and you don't catch a value, like I didn't trade any away for a lower price, you know, but I didn't pick them up when I could have. But they always come and go in Yu-Gi-Oh. But anyways, like I was saying, similar print, Ghost Reaper. That's why it took me a second to pick these up, but I think this will go through. Like I said, the hand traps have a way. Anyways, back to no material. Secret rare printing, okay? Alternate of it is an ultra. But if your opponent special summons a monster while you control no cards, okay, you can discard this card, target one face-up monster your opponent controls. This turn, that monster cannot be attributed or used as material for a fusion, synchro, exceed, or link summon. You can only use this effect of no material once per turn, hard once per turn, okay? It's a level 1, it's an earth, is a fairy. Fairies are strong right now. It's a Drytron format. If you guys watch this later on, Drytron format, fairies, okay? Obviously, you couldn't have a setup and be using this efficiently, but you could pitch it from your hand and it's not dead anymore, okay? Also, prank kids are pretty strong. Being able to stop them, like, mid-combo when going second would be very, like, effective. And it would be able to shut them down unless like their out would be the pandemonium. And once again, like I'm not saying no material go sided in your deck right now. You're gonna win your next locals or regional. I'm saying this card, just like Droll and Lockbird when it first came out as a rare, and no one liked it. When they pulled it, they didn't like it. This card one day could easily have a spot in your side deck or in your main deck that when you're going second, you just one out them, and then they shuts them down. Because cards that say, like, tell your opponent to stop doing whatever they're doing are pretty strong in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just kind of maxi except the opposite. Instead of you go, 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 you stop now. We're gonna go up to a little bit higher card right now, okay? A few. So, there's a few cards that, because when, like, Strike and all that happened, I told myself, see, they even got official tournaments first. Yeah, I like that. Good on Konami. Konami's been doing good. I told myself there's a few cards that when they print ulti, I'm definitely grabbing a few of these. Okay. And Super Poly is definitely the one, alright? I only got 3 right now. It's because I had to get the other 3 today. But I'm just going to flash up one. But yeah, this card, beautiful. It was rare, Phantom Darkness, way back in the day. It was ass. No one played it. There was no targets besides, like, Yubel stuff and Cyber Dragon stuff. And hero stuff. I mean, let's not forget. There was hero stuff later on. But when it first came out, there was not, like, Shining and stuff. But, yeah. It got banned. It came off the list at 1. It was crazy. And then it went to 3. And since then, it has been a fantastic side deck, especially against cards such as Dragoons and other hard-hitting cards that negate. Because it can't be responded to, fuses off both boards, and in the right circumstances and formats, you can just use your opponent's entire, like their board. You don't even need anything. So, and again, can't be responded to. It came out. It's pricey. Once again, I'm pretty sure this was in the middle of COVID pandemic, so people were, it's basically, once again, Konami did well. They kept up with OTSs and did the Lost Arts and did Remote Duel. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Stayed not only afloat, but in a way it kind of got better. A lot better. So yeah, this came out. I needed to grab some. I grabbed 3, and then I ended up grabbing 3 more because I think the first 3 were like 120. They have dipped. Once again, keep in mind these are not like high-end rated like these guys, you know what I mean? So they have to shave off a few dollars here if you want to risk going to an end, like no sales available, 0% for $99 compared to, $120. I understand. That's $20, but if you get a nice shiny ulti parlay and there's any issues, I'm not saying anything about that guy. I have no idea who that is. Like, he could be the best seller ever and be the future seller of TCG, but I always try to judge which one's going on. But yeah, I picked up 3 120. They dropped down to what they are now, which is about 100 to 120. And I went ahead and grabbed 3 more because a lot of these cards are not going down. Alright? Like, if anything, they're just gonna cycle out, and then we're gonna see, like, this go away, and they're gonna be able to sell it, buy it, do whatever they can with it, and then we're gonna, I think Super Poly, like, Solemn Strike, is gonna go up. Like I said, like, those are gonna be examples I use that have had high prices before, like Drone Lock, it was like $50 to some person. It's like, that's expensive. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, not even to some. I mean, $50 for a Yu-Gi-Oh card, I mean, that's not like the cheapest, But in retrospect to what it is now, it's pretty good. Super Poly, like I said, like strikes, they were lower. They went up at like doubled basically. They're like $120. I almost didn't buy them. I was like, oh, I'll wait for them to go lower. And I think they did. I think they went down like a little bit, but then, like I said, like all good things do with collectibles, they went down a little bit and then they just chunked up. And I think, we're gonna have some trends similar with Super Poly, much like Pot of Desires. First time this card came out, I thought it was ass. I'm gonna keep it real. Guys, I've been in the game since the beginning, okay? So when I hear, like, take a fourth of my deck and put it face down in a pile I can't use, the only thing I want to use is Grand Maju, and I'm so proud of everyone. They know what that card is. But, Pot of Desires, great card. I'm not gonna lie, in the right deck, this card is insane. I've grown to love it, especially in Grand Maju. But this card's insane. OTS pack came out. I'm pretty sure the secrets were like more. That's insane to me. But yeah, Pot of Desires came out. Ulti print. It's $85 right now. When I picked mine up, I was able to go to an OTS store. They didn't sell it to me. Okay, I just went up there. I just wanted to let everyone know. Actually. But some players had them, and I was able to pick them up. For 2 of them for 60 value, the other I think are 65, and a trade. That was like $5. Okay, so 70 value. Decent, not much. Like, I mean, the 60s were nice, $25 each off, but like, the other's 15 for the 70, but not much of a gain there. Okay. The reason for that in this card right now is the other Pot of Desires, the collector rare. Some people like this over the ultis. I think things like Gamma look really clean. It's nice. It is nice, but you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be Korean. Oh god, that doesn't do justice. Okay, I wish I wouldn't even done that. Don't even look at that. That is honest. What the hell? Look, gold. Looks like a gold card. I ruined it. I'm done. Alright, but yeah, Salty Pod Desires, I mean, they're hot. I picked up 3, like I said then, and I went ahead and doubled down and grabbed some not too long ago for, yeah, but I think it seems about right, about 85, 87. I think it just isn't the time yet. I think it's just going to be sitting there for a bit. Like I said, maybe dwindle a second, but I think we're going to see it go up. Just getting held down right now by a collector rare, which in my opinion, I want the ulti. It's called Ultimate Rare for a reason. And once again, I can get collectors for about the same price, a little less. And the reason I, once again, have a bunch of faith and desires, at the beginning, like I said, I didn't like it. I played in a bunch of decks now. It helps a bunch. And Pot of Duality is a card. Like I said, this is an example. I'm not telling you to go out and get Pot of Duality. But this used to be low. It has shot up. It was like it doubled again, 120, and then it up to 200 now. Alright, and I think, keep in mind this doesn't have a collector rare, but I think it will follow suit with Pot of Duality, at least, going up above 85 into the triple digit range. Okay, and the reason we see this do it first, it's older nostalgia. It's an Astral pack, quite a few years earlier than all the OTS packs that we have now. All right, and now these next two, I mean, like I said, keeping it real, have not bought, but I'm heavily considering these guys. Okay, so we got Boko Lunar Eclipse. It's insane. We know Starlights are expensive right out of the rip. You can get this thing for really cheap. The actual version, it's a secret rare. You can get it for hella cheap. But considering the price of other cards that are super, that would nowhere be near this price ever, 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 in my opinion. Like, ever. But 116, like, for a card that in the future could be decent, a picture card, flip 2 down, you can't say that can't, like, that might not be really good in a certain format. Once again, might not be good now, might be good later, and later it might not be 116. Next. What the hell is this? Like, I actually just saw this, like right when I was opening the tabs for this video. Like, I didn't even, like, know what this was sitting at. And I'm going to keep it real, I didn't even know it was a freaking card. Like, I didn't know they did this to the anti-human, alright? The secret alone, I think it's like $6 right now. That's insane, because, just this line right here is why this card is nuts. Any card, okay, it's a pendulum, can be used as a spell. You place in the pendulum zone. If I'm speaking, preaching to the choir, I'm sorry. But, so you can just play this card. Any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead, except monster cards. Now, let's be honest, if it said didn't have that last part, it'd be $1 million right now, okay? But again, we might not just be in that type of Yu-Gi-Oh right now. But one day, when there are spell decks going off, kind of like how we got Sky Striker, but maybe they have to rely more on the graveyard, cards that aren't printed yet, or that, you play a card like this and that line of text ends their entire career, you'd bet, these as well as the Seekers ain't gonna be where they're at. And I'm pretty sure people, like, know that already. And I have a feeling this already just isn't going to be here for very long, even without, like, a meta shift. I mean, it's pretty in your face what this thing's meant to do. We got, once again, this is going to be a horrible example. I should pull up, like, a Charmer, which is, like, a few hundred right now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to dig on TCG right now. But yeah, we got all sorts of Starlights that are, like, just not hundreds of dollars. Once again, this is Zeus. It's an insane card. Of course it's going to be this much. I mean, it's about to get that reprint potentially hit. So we'll see. But I think Zeus will always hold, like, a high price. Once again, these are examples, okay, to these. Right? Not the best examples, once again. This is Insane as Triple Tactics, and this is Zeus. Once again, these are two highly crazy meta cards, but if these were ever to enter the meta at all, they will be more than they are. And I'm mainly looking at this guy right here, because, once again, that is insane. And I know it's been long. It's been very long. Do apologize. I'm very new to this, so I'm trying to get better. This brings me to the last card on the list. It's up to you. Once again, this is not advice to go out and spend any money or anything. Listen to me, you might lose money, okay? And value. Your entire trades will go away, and some dude's gonna, like, steal your grandfather's blue eyes and rip it up. It's gonna be fucked up, okay? You should probably just not listen to me. But this last card I was looking at very carefully. Once again, I was building my deck, started playing these in it, and as I was like, yeah, this is a good card and it's pretty cheap, I might start picking them up. It's interesting how life works. It started going up, okay? So I picked up 6 of these. 3 for me, 3 to just have to get rid of, And they were definitely like $4. Now, Condemned Witch. Clearly not $4 anymore. But I wish I would have got more. But this card's good. This card's really good. I mean, this card's really good. Not to mention, like, the actual archetype, like, story and how it ties in with, like, Strike and them. I mean, it's sick, man. This is one of the, like, coolest archetypes in the game. But, right now, so Condemned Witch, level 4 Fairy 100 Dark. Not much to it, alright? When this card is normal summoned, you can add one forbidden quick play spell from the deck to the hand. That was decent. It's like, oh, you get Chalice, you get lands. And then Droplets came out. And that was nasty. So, now you can search for Droplets, which, if anyone knows, insane in the meta right now. You send cards, from your hand or side of the field to the graveyard as a quick play spell. Negate that many monsters on the board, and if you send a card, they can't chain with the same card you sent via spell, trap, effect, monster. So it searches one of the best quick plays in the game right now, and just for free. You can even get rid of it for the Droplets. In my opinion, I wouldn't do that, but the second effect is also what is not. During your opponent's main phase, as a quick effect, you contribute this card, special summon 1 level 4 fairy monster from your deck, except Condemned Witch, and you can only use each effect of Condemned Witch once per turn. Okay? So, you summon her, you get I'm just going to say Forbidden Droplets, because that's what we're probably grabbing, but you can get any of the Forbidden cards, or any future Forbidden cards. Okay? I'm waiting for the apple. What? And then, during your opponent's turn, you can quick effect tribute her to summon a fairy from your deck. Now, I think Despia just topped, and that's why these just went up, if I'm correct. Like, someone just won first somewhere with the Despia deck, so these went up, and they mained 3 of these in Droplets. Probably tributed off during the opponent's turn, summon the level 4, and I think that searches like a Despia spell or trap to your hand. So it's nice, and you basically generate a lot of resources with that. Okay, you summon a witch, it's 1 card. Search a forbidden card, that's 2. Tribute it on their turn for the same monster that stays at 2, and it searches for that 3rd card. That's what we call a +2 right there, okay? And a resource then. And you got Droplets, effects for Droplets, targets for Droplets. It's nice. So, which is seeing play. I think it will see more play as time goes on. And I think $4 for it was absurd. And I think $11 for it right now is decent. I wouldn't go out of my way to, like, pick up more. But if you can potentially get one of these, at a fair price, it's good. And if more fairies come out that will synergize with it, I'm in love. I already got one that I have in mind. Not going to be talking about much of that right now, but it's really good. I'm going to do a deck profile with that. And if any more forbidden cards come out, this card could just be make it or break it for a format. So, strong. It's very strong. We're already seeing people utilize it. And like I said, so this was on the list before the spike. Once again, it's kind of hard for me to be like, oh, that's awesome. But yeah, this is where we were at right there. And this is where we're at right now. So again, the big takeaways, besides like Thunder Dragon Colossus, ideas and stuff like that. Because I'll be honest, I love that card. I think there's some good stuff coming for Thunder Dragon Colossus, okay? Just unfortunate that it's already gone up a little. Big takeaways are the Ready Fusion, Ghost Reaper, new material, Super Poly, the OTS pack, Ultimate Rare Pot of Desires, not that other one. No, don't not do that. Okay, we're closing those out. And then these are interesting ones I'm looking at. I have not picked these up. Let me, like I said, let me show you. But that is that. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy the market, watch a little bit. I try to explain where it makes sense, and hopefully, people can have some takeaways from that. And I would like to do one, every week or every month and kind of show you the transitions of the prices, so it's not just me sitting here talking and, air. It's actual numbers, and you can't, argue with the numbers. So thank you guys so much. Again, hopefully everyone enjoyed. If you guys liked it, drop a like, share it, do whatever you guys do on the YouTubes and stuff. And as always, I do a lot of streams to the Twitch TV, as well as do stuff with the Twitter. So drop a follow on those. And guys, definitely have a good one, okay? See you next time. Thanks for watching.